Hey, I'm Zachy Hennessy, and you're watching BLOCKTV. Now, I do my best to cover the art of the cryptosphere, and more often than not, I'm surprised by the talent and detail that some crypto artists put into their work. Now, Gianni Secchi is one such artist, and I'm pleased to say that we got him here to talk a little bit about his latest work. Gianni, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
All right, now I want to start at the beginning before we get into the nitty-gritty. When did you come into your own as an artist, and when did you decide to start putting your talent towards cryptocurrency related stuff?
Oh man, it's kind of weird. I've always kind of been into like caricatures and stuff like that. I was trying to do some stuff for my brother's brewery, and then around like 2017, everything just went bonkers, and I just started drawing some crypto characters on and I threw them up on Reddit, and it just like exploded. It was really cool. So I thought, that there was something there. I just kind of wanted to pursue it a little bit more, and I wanted to do something just wild, like because I'm just trying to capture this whole movement, really. So I've been doing these yearly murals, and I think you've got the 2008 one up there, and that there's just hundreds of crypto traders on there, people that have done some great things online, and I just want to like capture everything that's happening within as the years progress over time. So I started to add like some pop culture references in there as well. As you can tell, like there's like the Joker, there's the guy from Prodigy, then a few people that passed away. You got Game of Thrones in there, but you got tons of individual like crypto stories in there as well.
So I want to break down those crypto stories, but first of all, you have been doing this for 2 years. We first took a look at your 2018 piece, and this piece is your 2019 piece. Does it have a title?
Yeah, it's called Suckers Rally.
Okay.
I'm kind of just playing off of where I feel the market is.
Okay.
So hopefully, I think like next year, I'm hoping to name it like Euphoria, which would be great.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. The Citadel, maybe. Tell me a little bit about your latest piece, about this 29 piece, Suckers Rally. Walk us through it. Give me a few of the highlights of your favorite bits of this piece.
Man, there's a lot of just controversy in this. Like you've got the guys from Satoshi's Vision in the background, like that infamous little picture with the young girls.
Hey.
You've got some new people in the scene, like Russell Okung, the Chargers, right in the middle of the street. Then you got Coinstar. You've got some of the big organizations that are flirting with cryptocurrency. You got Starbucks, Whole Foods, Home Depot in the background, and then you got on the bottom right, you got Charlie Shrem on 60 Minutes walking with Anderson Cooper. That infamous picture of the guys walking with a Bitcoin bag right in front of I think it was like Deutsche Bank or something like that. Yeah. So then you got in the background, there's a lot of fun stuff too. There's like the Binance Theater and the guys replacing the ICOs with IEOs because that was kind of a flash in the pan this year.
Right. Now listen, there's a lot going on here. It's dense. So there's obviously a lot of technical ability that goes into this, and I want to speak to you about that technical aspect in just a moment. But first, let me ask you, how do you research for a piece that's like this? It's so dense, it has so much information drawn into it. Like, what are you doing in order to make sure that you're on top of the stories that you can then add them into this collage?
Yeah, man, that's a great question. So the way that I've been doing it to kind of encapsulate, make it sort of like a time capsule is I do one panel comics on my Twitter account. And whenever something happens, like there's a joke for me to make fun of, I'll throw it onto my Twitter account. Then I just save all those assets and kind of accumulate it throughout the piece, and then spend a ton of time on like putting it all together and, you know, making it work. To be honest, I love this one, just because like this is the first one, and there's my favorite part is like the Last Supper, right in the middle. If you look, you got like Satoshi presenting like Bitcoin, and you have all of these influential crypto people on the left side. Then you've got old school bankers on the right. You've got like Warren Buffett, Rockefeller. Then you got Chase on there. You've also got Vitalik Buterin. You got some great guys on the left. There's Mural Rabini in there too.
Super
kind of off, you know.
Super dense. It's one of the most impressive crypto art pieces that I've seen, because you can tell the amount of time and effort that went into, you know, collecting all of the stories, putting together all of the artwork, and definitely compositing the whole image. Now, my next question for you is, when are we going to see, you know, the BLOCKTV logo? We're going to get some Yael Levy, maybe even myself, you know, in the next one. I'm just saying, you know, we can make something work. If you need a headshot, I can send one to you.
Hey man, we can work that out. The thing is like, it's real difficult for me. I'm just being 100% honest. It's like, I don't know how to market this very well. And like, I should be trying to get sponsorships for this or something along the lines, but you know, it's hard because I spend crazy amount of time on this, and you know, I'm struggling to find the support for it. So, you know, I've got to turn it into somewhat of sustainable hobby as well.
Absolutely.
So, you know, just with time, I gotta turn the corner and figure out how to market this properly. Because, I mean, I've put these things online and they've done incredibly well, but you know, that doesn't translate to turning it into a hobby that makes sense, sort of. You know, I think art's like a crazy weird thing, because you have to get it in front of people that are interested in putting it on the wall, which is easier said than done. And I think I need to flirt more with like non-fungible tokens, and I don't know, I worked so hard on making these things that I don't know how to market it properly. And I'm very grateful you guys encountered me, but that's my difficulty on not really putting it out properly. So,
well, we'll set you on the right path with this. Go ahead and plug us with your Twitter handle before I go to my next question, just so, you know, so you're out there. And if you want to buy it, go ahead and DM him and purchase it for 1 million Bitcoins, because it's worth it. So what's your handle, my dude?
My handle is Crypticrooks. It's KRYPTICROOKS. And I'm gonna tell you some stuff. I mean, 2020 might be insane if things work out. I've been working on something behind closed doors, and I think it'll shock the entire crypto community like more than ever. So if things work out, I'm very optimistic about what could happen in 2020. I've signed like some NDAs, and there's some real serious cool stuff happening behind closed doors. So hopefully these murals will be a better investment than crypto at some point. I don't know. I'm just in a perfect world.
Absolutely. I wish it for you. Now listen, before we go, I have to ask, because we've had an argument around here at the office. You have to explain to me what's going on with the big white salamander axolotl looking kind of thing hanging out in the background, looming over this city. Go ahead and give me the explanation for that, because we really just can't put our fingers on it.
Man, you know what? If I had an answer, I would be able to put a finger on it too. I just kind of put it in there as like dangerous, you know. It's like, you know, 2019. we're just in a weird place, I think, with crypto. It's like a lot of interest has kind of faded, but the fundamentals are better than ever. It's just like people are putting more time on it, but it's important to be, cautious on how you play with the game. So it's like, just be smart about what you're throwing your money in, because he might, shoot some lasers at you if you're not careful. I don't really have an answer, man. It's just a weird thing that I threw in there.
Absolutely. Well, listen, it's by far one of my favorite bits of this incredibly dense piece. So, hats off to you. Great work. That's all the time that we have for now. Gianni, thank you so much for joining us. And for all of those watching, thank you very much. I'm Zachy Hennessy. This is BLOCKTV. Merry Christmas.
From my dog Sammy to you, and
For more news and updates, follow us on Twitter.